Happy New Year. Welcome back to the channel, Aardvark Installations. Hope you had all had a good Christmas and New Year and all that malarkey. Right, you join me today on a TV aerial install where the customer's aerial has fallen down. We've had a lot of strong winds over the New Year sort of period over here in England, in the UK. Yeah, and now it's freezing cold now. It's -2. Just got to the job, and yeah, got up the ladders, and I can see the aerial has just come down. The old lashing kit that goes around the chimney, that's just snapped, and the whole thing's come crashing down. It's a very old bracket and lashing kit, very old pole, and the TV aerial is pretty well. It's a rubbish aerial. It's so I've spoken to the customer. It's actually for an elderly lady living on her own, so I'm not actually dealing with her. I'm dealing with her son, who has contacted me, who I've known for years, and I'm just going to get the thing done, get it all up and aligned, and yeah, that should be enough for that. Just so she's got a new TV aerial up. So yeah, I'm gonna get a bit of footage of this one and yeah, show you what I do with her. So a chimney lashing kit, mounting a TV aerial back on the chimney after this one has come down. Okay, so this is the chimney where the aerial was, and this is it. You can see the rusty lashing wire has snapped. It's a very old pole, and the aerial sort of bent out of shape. It's been there a while as well, but it's a pretty crappy aerial. So new lashing kit around there, 6-foot mast, normal log periodic aerial. I should be able to connect to this existing cable because that's in good condition. That's all it needs. Okay, so let's get this lashing kit put on the chimney. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that, I've got the bracket on. Attached with these ratchets. I couldn't really show you me actually fitting the thing because it's awkward with 2 hands, let alone holding a camera, so sorry about that. But yeah, they basically strap round the chimney and are tightened up with these ratchets, which I've already done. And that ain't going anywhere. I might tighten it one more click. So a couple of E-bolts through here to hold the mast, with the aerial looking that way, over that direction. That's where the transmitter is, and it is freezing. It is, yeah, -2, and I am freezing, so I'm going to get off here, get the aerial up, and I'll show you that in a minute and go from there. There we have it, new TV aerial mounted on the chimney stack. Lovely jubbly. Right, I'm going to get back down because it's freezing, get the stuff away, and I'll have a chat to you in the van about where I'm going next. Okay, right, so that's that. Back in the van now, thank God. It's freezing, nice and warm in here though. So yeah, aerial's up and tuned in, and that lady's got her TV picture back. So short and sweet one, but that's that. The next one I've got is, yeah, they've got a poor signal. I think it's got a new TV and it's breaking up. So I'm going to check that they've set the new TV up correctly, because that's often the case. People buy a new TV and don't put the cables in the correct places, and you can have a rubbish signal, or they have actually got a bad signal. They live in a rubbish signal area, I know that for certain, so I'm going to head there in a minute. And then I'm setting up some speakers for somebody or something, but yeah, I won't bother videoing that one. I'll be there about 5 minutes, just literally connecting them via Bluetooth. But yeah, so on that next one, have a look at this aerial. But I'm gonna, working in Gloucester today, and while I'm here, I'm gonna quickly nip into Go Outdoors, because there's a big Go Outdoors shop here, and see if they've got any trousers or coats that might tickle my pickle. So I'll have a look at that. Right, I'll come back to you in a bit on that next job, all right? Hello. Right, so little story for you. I went to that second job. He had rung me once before, a few months back, saying the signal's going, needs looking at, please help, you know, quite urgent, or that sort of thing. So I got him booked in. In the diary, and then about day before I was supposed to go, he rings me saying, no, he doesn't, he texts me saying that don't worry about it, it seems to be working now, so can I cancel? I tried to explain to him, said, look, if the problem's going and coming and going, then there's obviously something that needs looking at, which there clearly was, which I'll get to. I'd rather, you know, keep the appointment because I've booked him in the diary. I've not booked other work in at that time. I've had to book other work around it to accommodate him. And cancelling, you know, it's not really good. It's not fair on the self-employed service engineer. Anyway, he carried on. He cancelled, and I had to lump it. Last week, he contacted me again saying, problems come back, can I book you in? Please, urgent, you know, I'm losing the picture. I bit my tongue. I wanted to say, are you going to keep your appointment now? You know, because you cancelled last time. But I didn't. So, yeah, I booked him in and gone there today. So I've arrived there at about 11:30, and he says, look, this is what's going on. At the moment, it's working fine, so not sure what to do. I said, look, let me test the signals, which I did. I put my spectrum analyzer on there, and yeah, lo and behold, the signals are bouncing all over the place. They're really erratic, which is a telltale sign that an amplifier is failing. So I said, look, let's get up there and I'll have a look at the amplifier and go from there. He had a very old aerial. It was an older design aerial that actually develops condensation in the top where the cable connects to the element. And I've had it a lot of times where water passes down the cable and then damages anything in its path, basically. On this instant, there was a masthead amplifier on there, and I was thinking water's passed down and reached the amplifier, causing it no end of problems. So he said, okay, I'll get up on there and on the roof and have a look. So I did, and lo and behold, I was bang on. Water at the aerial, passing down the cable to the amplifier, and the amplifier is designed to be outside, but it's all rusted and there's moisture in there. I said, look, this will be why your aerial's dipping in and out all the time. Let's get it changed. So I gave him the price, and he said, yes, do it now. But he also had made plans to be going out for lunch, and I said to him, look, you made plans for me, I booked you in for today for 11 o'clock-ish, I need time to get this sorted, and he's arranged lunch plans. He says, well, you know, yes, can he do it now, but can he do it quickly? I was like, right, okay, I'll go as fast as I can. So I got on with the job, and all he did, I had to pop into the house a few times to check things out and ask where he wanted the aerial pointed, because there's a choice of 2 transmitters, and every time I went in there, he complained about the price. And you know, he said, oh, can I pay you cash and not pay VAT? And I was like, no, I don't do that, that's my head on the line, not yours, and I don't do haggling, sir. I said, the price is the price, you know, I gave you the price, you've agreed to doing it, that's that. I won't go into what the price is because that's irrelevant, because that'll just cause loads of different conversations and comments on missing the point. Gave him the price and he said yes, and all he did was say, all right, that's I've got to pay all that out, have I? He's like, yes, you do. Yeah. You know, why don't say yes to it? Anyway, I did it really, really quickly, got it knocked out and tuned it all in, and it is working beautifully with plenty of time for him to get away for his lunch. And rather than be like, oh, thank you for doing that, being grateful, showing any sort of gratitude for me, 1, doing it on the first arrival, 2, doing it quickly so he's not going to be late for his lunch, all he did was say, well, seeing as this has gone so well and you've done it so quickly, do I really have to pay that price? And people think that's funny or that's okay, because I just stood there and I just felt like I wasn't being appreciated at all. All he's doing is making me feel bad for trying to make me feel bad. It won't work. I'll just get cross and I'll just take everything down and leave him with nothing. Well, that's what I felt like doing, but I wouldn't. I said no. So I did it, and he paid the fee. But during the payment, God, that was easy. Well, I hope I don't see you again I can't eat for another few weeks, and all this sort of thing, all these little funny little backhanded jokes, where his partner sort of stood there and she's sort of laughing, but she looks a bit uncomfortable because you can see it's not funny. I'm not smiling. After the 5th or 6th time of hearing it, I'm like, you know, most people, well, everybody actually is grateful that I can do the work and grateful when it works, and they're never complaining about the price, because I always give the price before I start the work, every single time. That's my policy. So there's no awkwardness at the end, no thinking, oh God, how much, or I can't afford that. This is what I want for doing it, this is what I want to charge you. Do you want me to do it? Yes or no? And if they say yes, I'm done, and then everyone's happy. This guy said yes and complained and whinged and sarcastic comments. So yeah, and the thing was, I did it so quick. I was thinking on the ladder, thinking, right, what I might do, I might knock a little bit off here actually, because I have done it fast. I was thinking I was going to charge him a little less. Still going to charge VAT, but just do a little less plus VAT. But because of his whole attitude and manner towards me, I thought, no, sod him. No, this is the price I've agreed with him, he's paying it. It's just his whole attitude. And then they expect you to be there at a beck and call. If something goes wrong, or if there's further issues, can I call you? Of course I said yes, but do you really think I'm going to want to rush to someone like that's help? Rush to help out when there's an issue, when all you've done is made me feel rubbish? So yeah, I don't know if anybody else in the installation trade gets this or has had this, or whether you as a client, do you do this with other customers? Because I certainly, with other trades, I certainly don't. I want the person who I'm paying to be happy with me and to come back. I've got no interest in helping that guy ever again. If there's ever a problem with anything I've done under warranty, I'm legally obliged to. But beyond that, if I recognise his address, or you know, in years down the line, I'll just say no, not interested. It's just so infuriating. But yeah, a bit of a whinge there. So what I did was another aerial and an amplifier. I didn't get any footage of it because, like I said, I had to be out of there so quick. Didn't have time, but that's done. And yeah, now I'm on my way to have a look at another job. But that'll probably be it for today. Thanks for watching. A bit of a short installation video at the start, and the rest of this has been a bit of a whinge, but why not? It's the Aardvark Diaries. Hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, you know, sorry about that. But yeah, I'll be getting a lot more footage of what I get up to day to day, and hopefully it's of interest to people. Alright? Again, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe and share with your mates, and hopefully we'll get the numbers built up. Cheers.